Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you haven't gotten tired of seeing Larry K from the Phin-Addict Fury channel all over your TV screens and cell phone screens, because I'm back at it again. I've been talking all week about the contract with Tua and all these other financial things, and I had to absolutely report on what's going on today, being that, those of you who don't know, I'm an attorney by day. A ruling came out today against the NFL. A jury deliberated and determined that the NFL violated federal antitrust laws with the Sunday ticket package, forcing consumers to pay exuberant prices, forcing consumers to buy entire team, the whole league package, instead of individual teams, and charging them out the wazoo. The award was for $7 billion in a class action lawsuit that involved regular consumers and bars and other patrons of Sunday Ticket. Because it's an antitrust violation, that total is up to $21 billion. Of course, the NFL has vowed to appeal this decision, has said that it's without merit, it's baseless, yada yada. The NFL does have certain antitrust exemptions. That's how it's allowed to operate. We will see what happens in the federal courts. But this just brought something, to the forefront that I've been really angry about for a while. It came out in this trial, and this is something not enough people are paying attention to. It came out in this trial that the NFL, when they were shopping around the Sunday ticket package, they turned down ESPN. ESPN wanted the Sunday ticket package. They wanted to offer single game coverage so you could just buy your team. And they wanted to offer packages for as low as $70 for the year. Imagine just $70 to see just the team you want to see for the year, instead of this ridiculous $350 nonsense that YouTube is now charging. And not to mention that the NFL is now sending various games to exclusive streaming platforms, so that you've got to pay to have a streaming platform to see various other games, and that's only going to get worse. When you had basic cable and Sunday Ticket, at least you paid once and you got every game. Now, what these companies are doing, whether it's production companies, the NFL, etc., are forcing you to, subscribe to various different streaming platforms just to see a basic show or a basic game. This harkens, because I've been following this whole Tua Tagovailoa contract situation, and they keep saying, they're not offering him the market rate. But just like what the NFL did with Sunday Ticket, that's what's going on with some of these players and these agents and the Players Association. They're all in it together. And the person who is getting the short end of the stick, the one who's suffering the most and keeps getting squeezed more and more and more, are the NFL fans. The normal Joes and Janes that want to just watch the game they love and participate in their community by following a local team or any team that they've been following most of their life for whatever reason. Because Omar Kelly recently said, when discussing the Tua Tagovailoa situation, that essentially agents are in cahoots with each other. They've come to an agreement that no matter what the individual circumstances are of my client, my quarterback, no matter what the individual circumstances are of the team that we're negotiating with, we've made a deal that any starting quarterback, even if he's not that good of a starting quarterback, any starting quarterback who gets a contract is always going to be the highest paid player of all time, so that we just keep pushing and pushing and pushing it higher and higher, regardless of whether it's good for the team, regardless of whether the team that pays the highest player of all time is actually got enough personnel and is enough, within the salary cap to contend for a title. And who suffers when your team is paying exuberant amounts for a player but can't contend for a title? The fans. The players get rich. The agent gets rich. The team sells tickets and hype and ad spots and revenue sharing, but the fan gets screwed. And these teams also hold cities hostage by saying, if you don't give us public tax dollars to build a stadium, we're leaving. So then John Q. taxpayer, who pays for the stadium out of his tax money, funds the stadium, but when the stadium gets built, the prices are so high for concessions, for seats, for events, for everything, that the guy who built the stadium with his tax money can't even afford to go to a game, but the owner, who was subsidized by the taxpayer, is making money off concert, off games, off everything. So the NFL straight up said, we're going to turn down a $70 package for fans that care about their teams. We're going to make you charge $350 to rob these people blind so we can keep lining our pockets as we destroy the game with rule changes and all these other things to cover our own ass. And it's disgusting. I'm glad that this verdict came out today. I'm glad that these details came out today. I hope the NFL loses the appeal. I hope they have to pay out the wazoo. Because it's ridiculous what they're doing to the fans now. And when it comes to this market inflation nonsense, it reminds me of the GameStop scheme. It's just a scheme. It's a Ponzi scheme. It's we're going to inflate the market beyond its actual value, i.e. you're going to pay top dollar for a guy who's not actually going to win you a Super Bowl, but artificially the market says that's what he's owed because we've inflated the market by creating a bubble, by being in collusion with each other to inflate the price of a quarterback. And that's what the NFL's doing with Sunday Ticket. They're not going to the best, outlet who would give the best offers to consumers, which is what a capitalist society is supposed to do. Go to ESPN, who's going to give actual deals to consumers, give them options. They're going to somebody who's going to starve you, so there's only one place to go, and it's really expensive. It's disgusting. Guys, if you have not done so, whether you're a Miami Dolphins fan or an NFL fan, or you just like honest, real, objective, intelligent content about sports, click subscribe. It takes 2 seconds. Just click the button right here. I'll be waiting for you. Join the Fury fam. Look into our memberships as well. If you're a Fury fam member, you get behind the scenes content. Every bit of support helps me keep doing this. I love you guys. Fins up. Larry K out.